What's up? Welcome to the Weekly Drop, episode 14. Join me in my episode 14. We're like way closer to 20 than we were
14 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Who would have thunk it?
Not me.
Not me. So my name's Erika.
My name is Michael.
And we are best friends who date, live together, all that good stuff. You can stay updated with our socials. You can follow us on Instagram at The Weekly Drop Pod. That's POD. You can also follow us on Facebook at The Weekly Drop. And yeah, we're just excited to be here per usual. And I feel like we're getting more of a flow.
Yes.
With how we want the podcast to go. Mm-hmm. So anybody that's been with us since episode 1, thank you. And if you're just joining, welcome.
Yeah.
And thank you as well.
You're in for a ride.
Hopefully. If not, sorry about it. So we're just going to drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I mean, I feel big as hell today.
What does that mean?
So we went to the gym.
Oh.
And I just feel huge.
Okay.
I had to put a hoodie on to conceal it. That's how big I feel right now.
And for those that obviously can't see him right now, he looks average.
Wow. Wow.
No, you look kind of huge on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Is that where you feel
That's
huge?
where I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like arms.
So you would say you had a good workout?
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Dope.
But I think the feeling of how I feel after the workout is better than the actual workout.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mine's during the workout. I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Which is super awesome. Speaking of that, right before we went into the gym today, you played some music for me.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to just get right into pop culture and sports. Nicki Minaj.
Pink Friday 2.
Yes, her
number 2.
Her
second Pink Friday.
Pink Friday.
Very nice.
I feel like Pink Friday came out so long ago.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it because when I say what grade I was in when Pink Friday 1
say it.
I'm not going to pinpoint it, but ballparking anywhere from middle school. Yeah.
I was in high school. Mm-hmm. We only have a 4-year age gap, though, which is funny enough. If nobody knows this, I mean, people know this, but if you don't know this, our parents, so my mom is older than my dad by 4 years. Mm-hmm. And then his mom is older than his dad by 4 years. And then I happen to be older than him by 4 years. So
weird.
That's how I knew it was destined to be. But the fact that you were in middle school when this came out.
I think, let me check. It had to.
I don't.
Yeah, it was a long.
You would have had to have been in like
Pink Friday
6th grade, because it didn't come out like when I was a senior or anything.
All right,
maybe
so
it did.
Pink Friday came in November 22nd, 2010.
2010. I was a junior in high school. Oh no!
Doing the math right now. Oh yeah, 7th grade.
You were in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, little baby.
Grade. I'm a youth. I'm a ute.
I'm a jit.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
What?
Oh, speaking of jit, this isn't on our thing, but Kodak Black's back in jail.
Oh, fun. Cool.
Yeah. Cocaine possession.
Awesome.
So my friend Zane, who I don't know if he listens to this, but if he does, he was like, I guess we call him Cocaine White now. And that was very funny at 8 a.m. at work.
That's very funny.
On a Saturday. So.
Well, I feel like he's in and out of jail, but I also feel, and I don't mean no disrespect by this, but I also feel like it's his MO.
He's like, yes, gotta go back.
Yeah, like I just gotta dip into jail real quick, and then I'm back here. It's like, yeah.
So, all right, back to it. But
Pink
yeah,
Friday
Pink Friday 2 came out on a Friday, which is awesome.
22 tracks.
It's so long.
My thing is, I feel like we talked about albums a couple episodes ago, and everybody's hitting that 22 mark. So I'm wondering if there's like a formula on the music side where it's like
streaming.
Yeah, have at least 22 and you're going to be played more. For me, it's a lot of songs.
It's a lot of songs.
Where I feel like I don't want to get through the whole thing.
Yeah. Luckily, I mean, for her, it's not a featureless album. There's a lot of A-listers with her. So I think the middle part that has all the features kind of carries you through that. And then it's bookended by solo songs. So it's got a good flow to it. I haven't listened to all of them yet, but what I have listened to so far has been amazing. It's a great sequel to the original. There's some nostalgic songs. I would say the one with Drake on it kind of reminds me of like older combination her and Drake music that they would do in the past. The one with her and Uzi is ridiculous. I don't know how I didn't choose it for Song of the Week this week.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
because I would just dance instead of actually singing it.
It's very fun.
So
it reminds me. Go ahead. No, you go.
So it samples "Move Your Feet" by Junior Senior, and for those of you that don't know, that's the one that goes, "Everybody, I move your feet and feel united."
Whoa.
So it samples that and chops it up and does it Jersey style. So.
And that song always reminds me of White Chicks. If you remember, towards the end of the movie, they use that song, and it's so funny. So I heard it, and I was like thinking White Chicks right away. And then obviously with Lil Uzi in it, I was like, oh, it's about to be a bop.
It's like the sequel to Just Wanna Rock.
Yeah.
It literally lines up. But
you have to dance to it.
It's a great album so far. The intro track, I don't know if you got a chance to listen to it, but
I've only listened to the 3 that you showed me.
So the intro track samples Billie Eilish.
Oh.
Which is crazy. I know you're a huge Billie Eilish fan.
I love Bills.
And it speaks on, I guess her dad tragically passed away prior to her child being born. So she gets very vulnerable on the track and talks about how like he died 3 days prior.
Wow.
So it talks about like dealing with that and like the loss and then the gain of having a child, which hopefully I never have to experience. But I did the sniffle.
It's okay,
guys. We have an ongoing thing because Erika has been putting in overtime on editing out my sniffles because I just have a very runny nose or one nostril that works only.
But
so
it happens with it's learning how to be on air. There's a lot of stuff you can't do that people don't realize. Like a sniffle, you'll hear it right away. And so that's something I had to tell you because I've been on air now for this. I guess you would say this is like my 4th year. So I'm still learning too. I hit a lot of likes. I hit a lot of ums. And sometimes I'll do like a huge breath. So I try to remember to go away from the mic when I'm going to cough or sneeze or sniffle. But if you're doing it so often, it's hard to notice that you need to do it.
Right.
So, I mean, I edit some out, but sometimes I leave them in, like this whole conversation we're obviously leaving in. So take a shot every time he sniffles.
Well, what's really funny is I subconsciously do it all the time, but I think I do it in lieu of saying ums. Sometimes, like as a replacement.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, blah, blah, blah. And instead of saying just I sniffle. I don't know.
Well, so they're called crutches in radio. Okay. I know we're taking like a tangent, but they're called crutches. So
you're going to learn some knowledge.
I noticed a lot of times when I started, I would say, and all that.
Yeah.
So, I was doing this and it was fun and all that. Or I would just be like, or throw in ums and like, so that is your crutch. There is the
sniffle.
Just because that's where you can pause and kind of get your thoughts. So the cool thing about radio is you have to work around that and try to feel and find. You have to get all your thoughts together. It's very hard. So sometimes I have it too, where I'll literally blank out during my show, and like, Tony will stare at me, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's live radio, and it's also live podcast because it happens. Anyway, back to Pink Friday.
Yeah, we'll talk about the album, go on a tangent, come back to the album, go on a tangent. But no, it's a great album so far. The production is amazing. There's a bunch of A-list producers on it as well. So I won't spoil it for those of you that haven't listened to it, but go listen to it and go listen to it in order because there is a lot of storytelling with these albums. And one of the features that we kind of overglossed is Jermaine.
Bro.
Jermaine, first off, great song that he's on this album. Jermaine is on a feature run this year that is unparalleled.
I hadn't heard the songs you showed me today until today.
Nice.
But I was on the internet and all I saw about Pink Friday 2 was, but J. Cole slid. Yeah. Like J. Cole did crazy. So I knew when you pulled it up, I was like, oh, this is about to go hard. And it's just...
some about him,
He puts his all into everything, even if he only says a line. And it's crazy.
It's heat.
Like
Miami. So in 2023, All My Life with Lil Durk. That was like all over the radio. Passport Bros with Boss. B-A-S.
I don't think I heard that one.
There I Go with Gucci Mane. I don't think you've heard that one either, but that was that didn't really get a lot of radio play, but it was still top 10 in charts. On the Street with J-Hope. I've heard this one. I'll show it to you later. It's really good.
Is he like the UK artist?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks with Burna Boy. To Summer from Cole with Summer Walker. That song was really good. The Secret Recipe with Yachty. The 2 Drake songs off Drake's album, First Person Shooter and Evil Ways. And then now Let Me Calm Down with Nicki Minaj. That's all this year. And then he still has 2 more on Boss's album that comes out on Friday.
That is wild.
So that man is putting in some work. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn a couple years ago, like 1 or 2, he was like, I'm never doing a feature again.
I think so.
And now he's like, all right, I'll be on everyone's album.
He's like, might as well drop this heat.
Yeah, because he's amazing.
Make your song good. Better.
But all right, back to the album again. So 22 songs. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's just so long to get through, but I'm plugging away. You
got it. And you're a real one, because I like Nicki Minaj. She's not one of my favorite artists, but I really do like her. And I think she's uber talented. Yeah. But I hate that I said uber. But 22, I have a short attention span, you know? Mm-hmm. So 22 for me, I'll find the ones that obviously like the internet has said those are fire, and I'll listen to them. And then maybe if you show me something, like, but I'm not going to sit there and go from 1 all the way to 22 because I just know myself. Mm-hmm. Now with Doja Cat, I mentioned it again. It's a different situation, but I digress.
Yeah. I'm not trying to crap on Doja Cat.
Watch yourself.
I mean, Nicki basically reestablished that she is the pinnacle of the female rap game. She's number 1.
Okay.
I agree to disagree, but all you B words is her sons. And a lot of you men are her sons too, just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So she takes shots at a couple people on this album too, which I think was kind of funny. She called out Megan Thee Stallion, which I feel like that's... roll the dice. Anyone will do that now at this point.
Well, so because Meg teams up with Cardi,
right,
and she doesn't like Cardi either, right. So it's like they're a team, and then now it's kind of like Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice.
Yeah, and the most glaring line is she says, "Stay in your Tory lane. I'm not Iggy," because Iggy Azalea was affiliated with Tory Lanez.
They dated, right?
Yeah, they still might be. I don't know.
Yikes!
Not getting in that situation, but basically being like, "Hey, stay out of the way. I'm not that girl. You don't want to mess with me. I'm real." Whew. And I believe it because she's from New York.
That's why you believe it?
I believe it.
If she was from Alaska, you'd be like,
I'd be like, yeah, no, Anchorage. Nope.
Not Anchorage.
So that is the album. I guess, I don't know.
Listen to it if you want, or don't. But I would say what were the 3 songs you showed me called? Do you remember?
So the one with... Got that fast iPhone, right?
Yeah, that's why we pay for it.
Mm-hmm. So the one with J. Cole is Let Me Calm Down, featuring J. Cole, obviously. Needle, featuring Drake, and Everybody, featuring Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, so at least listen to those 3 because they're fire.
Those are the 3 that have the stars by them too. So you know, if you go to the album, you'll see that. So check it out, or don't, like we said.
Do whatever you want.
So,
but listen to it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, someone was listening to Fans, and that would be the New York Yankees front office.
Yeah, because first of all, before we even get into this, I want to talk about how we had a Christmas shopping day, and we were very excited.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And you were like, I'm so excited to have this day with you. It's just going to be me and you focused on Christmas shopping and ornaments. And I was like, okay, let's go. Except for then you saw this news and I lost you.
My phone went bloop.
I literally lost you. Like, I was like, hello, do you need a moment? Because I wanted to hang out with you.
I looked at my phone and I fell to my knees in the middle of Target. And I went, oh my God, it's real life. So first off, for those of you that don't know, my favorite number is 22. The Yankees haven't really had a relevant player wear that number since Cano, and he changed his number to 24. So it's been a while, and one of my favorite Yankees growing up as a kid was Tino Martinez, and he wore it for a little bit before also changing to 24. So weird kind of dynamic there, but the Yankees got Juan Soto. Juan Soto is arguably one of the top 5 players in MLB.
Like better than Judge?
Like same level as Judge. So now we have 2 of the top 5 players in the entire league on the same team. And they're probably going to hit back to back from each other. So I couldn't even imagine trying to be a pitcher, trying to navigate through Judge and Soto back to back. But all I know is opening day at Yankee Stadium is going to be a madhouse.
That's going to be awesome.
I cannot wait to see that.
And it's funny because he came from the Padres.
Yeah, San Diego.
My co-host Tony, he's from San Diego. He loves the Padres. So he saw me the next morning. He's like, I bet Mike's really happy. And I was like,
oh, and I was.
Yeah, I was like, he was very happy. We were about to look at ornaments because we have a lot of random ornaments that are signify like our relationship though. Yeah. So like we have a Coke bottle because we love drinking Coca-Cola.
Not doing it.
No.
Was that a reindeer?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that was.
Onward.
So we have a lot of those. So I was so excited to get to this section. We were at Hobby Lobby. I was like, yes,
we're here at the wall of ornament.
And I look at you and you're just in your phone. And I was like, okay, do you need 5 minutes? Because I know how important this is. Yeah. So I wanted to give you your time, but also you were so hyped to do this with me. Yeah. And it was like one of the best times that we were going to have. And you were just like, I need to talk to my dad. And I was like,
I called him too. I was like, he didn't answer. Aww. And I was like, I need someone to talk to this about, because you remember how bad last year was.
Yeah,
it was a very bad season, and now with what they just did and potentially might do until the new season starts, World Series is back on.
Well, it's crazy because when we first started dating last year, you were like, we have to watch every game, we have to do that, and I was like, dang, this is gonna be my life. And then this whole year that we've been dating,
not a lot.
I don't even think we've seen like more than 2 or 3 games.
It was a handful.
Very, very weird. So I was like, okay, they either like, I know you're still a fan, so I was like, I don't know what's happening right now.
It was a bad season,
but I do see it happening, like coming up now.
It's coming back,
which is cool. And I like the fact that he's only 23 and he's kind of like the GOAT already.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I can't wait. So unfortunately, the only bad news about it is unless they extend his contract, which is going to cost a lot of money, he is a 1-year player. So potentially next year, he could go to a different team. The
only reason that I am sad that he's on the team is because, I love Oswaldo Cabrera. And you said they play the same position. So I was like, no.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
My bead boy.
He'll still be in there because he plays some infield as well. And you can always use extra players. So, and with the way that the Yankees like to run their team and like cycle through people like a Chinese fire drill.
Oh, wow.
There will. Yeah, crazy, right? He'll get some playing time. Or he'll suck and he won't. And that's just how baseball works.
It's how the cookie crumbles.
But
crumble.
Oh, crumble cookie. They're also closed today. So we were talking about Chick-fil-A earlier. We're recording on a Sunday, which is different. We stopped doing this about 5 weeks ago. And now we're back doing it because holiday season is wild.
Stuff is happening.
Wild, which we'll talk more about in a little. But like I was saying, when you're really good at baseball, you can make some money. Way more money than football players and way less injuries. Shout out to CTE gang.
I don't know what any of this means.
CTE, when you get hit in the head and your brain goes.
Oh yeah, like a blobby blob.
Yeah, and then you turn.
Is that what's his face has?
Antonio Brown has CTE, and we met him.
We did,
and he didn't look like he had CTE. But then he goes on Twitter and his brain is damaged.
Oh, wow.
So it's
aggressive.
Okay. Sorry.
That was so
aggressive. Anyways, yeah. So when you're good at baseball, you can make a lot of money, and when you're someone like Shohei Ohtani, who is a unicorn, as they call him, he pitches and hits at the highest level, MLB.
Wow.
He is making $70 million a year for the next 10 years.
That's a lot of money.
70 million. So I read something that was kind of disgusting because California state taxes and all that. He's only going to be making 34 million.
What?
Of the 70 because of what taxes takes out in California.
So we can't move there.
Nope. So isn't that crazy though?
That's still a lot of money.
If he would have signed elsewhere, like let's say Florida, right? Florida was a hotspot team to play for. He would have made more, like really close to the full amount.
So he can't leave because he's playing for the Dodgers. So he can't leave for 10 years unless. So can you break a contract?
If he gets traded or if there's a clause in there that he can go to another team, like let's say he goes to Texas, they don't have state income tax. When they pick up his contract, he would actually make more going. It's crazy. So, yep. But he's locked up with the Dodgers for the next 10 years. So everyone's crying now, obviously, because between him, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, that is a lineup that we talked about the Yankee one. That one's worse.
Really?
It's even harder.
Yikes.
So good luck to anyone in the National League because the Dodgers, I don't know. They like to choke in the playoffs, just like the Yankees. But
they sat on the couch with them this year.
They went crazy because
who won this year?
Why am I blanking? You see, that's how out of
the
touch.
Rangers.
Yeah,
right?
The Rangers sure did. That's how out of touch I was with baseball.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, but the Rangers deserved it, so that'll probably be their last one for a while. Sorry. But sports, you love sports.
I do.
And what did you play growing up?
I used to play basketball, soccer, volleyball. I did weightlifting.
Dang, you did it all.
And I
Swiss
ran
Army
track.
knife.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know the vibes.
So,
but a lot of it was middle school stuff.
Okay.
I would say when I got to high school, I focused on volleyball and weightlifting.
Okay.
And weightlifting was my senior year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then we do a lot of weightlifting. We go to the gym 5-6 times a week. And it took until yesterday for you to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And that's the main topic today, is stepping out of your comfort zone. And why don't you tell everyone what you decided to do yesterday?
Yeah, so I follow different workout plans. And so I go in and be like, okay, yesterday was hamstrings and booty. You know, you got to build the booty and also make sure your hammies are good, because if not, you're going to look crazy.
Never mind. Keep going.
So I went and focused on that. And I noticed, because there's some days where it's just basketball in the court, and there's some days where they play volleyball. And I know they've played volleyball, and I've always kind of looked at it and been like, I should go in there, but I always shy out from asking the dude in the front, like, what the rules are and when are the times to play and all that. So I'll just focus on my weightlifting. Well, the other day I was working on doing like a butt workout on the back machine, the back extension machine.
Yep.
And so that's right in front of the court. So I'm watching these people play like volleyball. They're doing half court volleyball. So it's 3 against 3. And I'm like, I'm just like commenting on all the stuff they're doing. I'm like, that was a good hit. Okay, tip. Okay. I was like going in and I'm just staring at them. And I'm like, I really want to go in there, because I haven't played volleyball in years. I played all through middle school, all through high school. And then I would pop in here and there if it was like in college playing like beach or something like that.
Playing beach?
Yeah.
That's fun. I mean, it just sounded funny because it reminded me of
Barbie.
Ken.
Yeah.
And he's like, beach. My job is not beach. My job is beach, right?
It is beach, yeah.
So you're like,
but it's nothing else. So I was just like standing there, and eventually I kind of had to talk myself into it, but I was like, dang, just go in. Like, they're not in a freaking league. Just like walk in. So I'm like standing there, and I was like, I have 2 workouts left, but I was like, let me just walk in there. So I walked in, and then I'm kind of just standing there watching them, and I look kind of weird. And it's so funny because my friend Natalie loves volleyball. And in my head, I was like, what would Natalie do? And Natalie would literally just go in there and like hit the ball and start playing. So I kind of stood there until I realized they finished their one game, because it goes up to 25. And then I kind of asked, hey, like, what are the rules? Like, how do you sign up? And they're like, you can just come in and play. And I was like, okay, there was only like 30 minutes left until the court went back to being a basketball court. So I walked in and I got on one of the teams and I started playing. And it was like, it just took me back to when I used to play all the time, because that's all I did in high school. And it was so much fun. I mean, I was like rolling on the floor, digging for balls. Whoa. And I was also...
Oh my gosh.
But I was just like, I felt really good. And it was such a major workout. Like, I left my watch on, whatever it was on, it was like traditional strength recording. And when I was done, I know it's not accurate all the time, but I was at like 1,000 calories and I was losing my breath, but it was so much fun. And so I asked the girl, I'm like, hey, like, when do you guys play? Like, I want to come back and play. So they play like Tuesday nights, they play Friday nights, and then Saturdays kind of like just pick up here and there. They don't really announce it, but you can just kind of walk in like I did and play. And so it was just awesome to get out of my comfort zone and do something I haven't done since I was younger. So that was like a lot of fun. And I just missed it so much. And I remember I made a video and put it on Instagram, and I was like, I just play volleyball. Like, that was crazy. And I usually do cardio after every workout, at least 20 minutes. The workout I got from only playing 45 minutes of volleyball was insane. And the next day,
you were hurting, dude.
Bro, my entire body, from my shoulders to my hands,
to your toes,
to my toes, because I was wearing Converse, because I was doing a leg day. So I didn't have the right shoes to wear to play volleyball. But yeah, it was crazy. And so I thought it was a lot of fun. And it just took me back to things I used to do when I was younger, and how I feel like I need to do a lot more of it. And I wanted to know, like, what takes you back? Like, if you could do something from your past consistently, what would it be and why? And do you think you can fit it into your like adult life now?
Yeah, I mean, I think a great example, and Jeremy and his dad do it, is they're in a league. They're in a softball league.
Yeah.
And that's about as close as you could get to kind of reigniting that flame of playing baseball as a kid. So I would definitely do something like that. And that would kind of fulfill that empty box and free time that I have, even though I have very little free time.
Yeah.
I would make room to do that because I think that would be really fun to just get out there. And obviously, I'm so familiar and very invested in the statistical side and the art of the game of baseball.
Yeah.
So that would be a very smooth, swift transition. And it would be something that definitely reminds me of my childhood. So
one of my favorite things was when we first started dating that I took you to Andretti, which is like, it has go-kart racing and different like little rides here and there, but they also have like batting cages. And so I remember seeing you kind of like light up when you went in there and started like hitting. It was so cool to see. And I feel like we should do a lot more of that because just me playing volleyball, it was a couple days ago or yesterday, I don't even remember. I'm so excited for this upcoming week. And I'm like, I want to play again. And I have a ton of friends. I used to dance when I was younger too. And I have a lot of friends back in my hometown, which is only like 40 minutes from us, that do dancing. But because I wake up so early, it's hard for me to take dance classes there and drive back and all that stuff. So during my break, I'm excited because I'm going to actually go take a dance class. And I haven't done that in forever. And I just have been saying one of the things on my bucket list this year, or my resolutions or goals, whatever, was to start dancing again. Okay. And we're like
TikTok, baby.
We're 21 days away from the end of the year, but it's better to start now than never.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. And then speaking of just having time off, I'm just very excited. I feel like I haven't had time off where I'm actually not like going on
to decompress.
Yeah, like going on. Usually we go on like a vacation or go to like a cruise or something. But this time I'm like, okay, I can like get myself together and kind of really get excited for the new year. Good. So I'm very excited about that. And I know you have some days off. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, when those align perfectly, that'll be nice to just do nothing or do something. I don't know.
I know. So like yesterday we did nothing.
And it was great.
It was so fun.
Well, I worked in the morning. But in the afternoon, it was just
like we didn't have anything to run to.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of times
we're on go.
Oh, it's like we have to hit this next and this at this time and this. So it was nice to just relax. But what's really exciting is coming up this upcoming weekend.
Yeah. Before we say that, I was actually going to say, because you were talking about volleyball, is I think it'd be sick if we got all of our friends together and we did like a beach volleyball day.
Yeah.
And just, even if it's, some of the apartment complexes have like a beach volleyball court.
Do we?
No.
Dang.
Wish, but no. So, or if we just buy like a net, I don't even care. It doesn't even have to be on sand, but just set up and like do a day, because that's so much fun. That reminds me of like when we all did spike ball.
Yes.
By the beach. That was a good time.
It's a lot of
fun. And time goes by so fast. And then us all being older, that nap you take after,
bro,
life changing.
I knocked out. I was like, after
catching Z's, but sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
The football game coming up.
Yeah. So us, we're all going. I was like, you're going to a game. We're going together. So I've never been to a football game.
Neither
I've been to high school football games.
I've been to college football games.
Same. But I've never been to a professional football game. And we're finally going to one.
We're doing it.
And it's your favorite team.
Yep. We're going to go see the Jets and the Dolphins.
In Miami.
So that'll be a good time.
I'm excited. We didn't get jerseys though. So I'm trying to feel out like what we're wearing.
What the vibe is. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Because your family has jerseys, right?
Yeah, they're jerseyed up. I think some people might be wearing shirts. We can always check on like Amazon or something.
2-day shipping.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll get something to wear. But I'm really looking forward to it. We have really good seats.
Yeah. And I just haven't been in that like atmosphere before. And I recently saw something on TikTok, and I'm excited they're playing the Dolphins, because the Dolphins do this new like roller coaster thing when they win. Have you seen that?
No.
So there's like 4 players and they all line up and they put their hand in the air, and the person that's like making sure that, you know, when you get on a roller coaster, make sure you're good. He like makes sure their seatbelts
like
on.
A touchdown celebration?
Yeah. And then they all do this like roller coaster thing. So I was like, even though we're going for the Jets, like I low key want them to get 1 touchdown so that I could see this happen.
So you're here for the touchdown celebration.
Yeah.
That's what you're there for.
Yeah. Okay. And for the family and the fun.
Oh, wow.
But I want the Jets to win because obviously I love you and your family, and you guys are like Jets. But I honestly don't really care.
Yeah. Nice.
So.
Woohoo!
I'm sorry.
Touchdown celebration, Erika. That's what she's there for.
Literally just look at me when that happens, and I'll be like, yes!
I'm gonna pan over and you're gonna be like, let's go.
They're doing the roller coaster.
But I've never been, so I mean that kind of ties back into doing things that you've never done before.
Exactly.
I guess what would be something that you want to attempt that you haven't done yet?
Want to attempt that I haven't done yet. I've had this like lifelong dream, and I've tried to make my way to classes for it, and it kind of has to do with dancing as well. But I want to be better at like acrobatics, like front flip, back flip. I just think it's so cool to like move your body like that. And obviously
contort.
Yeah, that as well. But obviously it's like I just spent 45 minutes playing volleyball and my body is like,
you feel
aching.
Yeah.
Like this is 30. But I also still feel like we're young. Like we can do whatever we want as long as we take care of ourselves. And so that's something I really want to do, is at least learn how to, I can do a front flip into a pool, but I'd like to actually land one on land.
Oh, on land.
So I used to know how to do a one-handed cartwheel.
Dang.
Yeah. But now I try it and
I'd pay to see that.
It hurts. I'll try, but it might
do it on carpet.
It might end tragically.
So, not tragically.
Not tragically.
Jeez,
no, I didn't mean like that.
It's supposed to be happy time.
So what about you? What's something you like want to do? Or
I think I say this religiously, but well, it's not religion, but the piano.
Oh yeah,
I say this a lot.
I think that's on your goals for this year too.
Well, time's a ticking. Huh?
You have 21 days
to learn the entire piano.
No, just to learn something. I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the piano, and that's it.
Okay.
But I'm very proud that I can do that.
Yeah, that's like my recorder. Like I could play Hot Cross Buns.
Everybody can play Hot
All right, well, don't diminish Hot Cross Buns.
Bro, if you ever play the recorder, that's the only song we learned ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then we stopped. Like,
literally.
the recorders just went away.
It was just like one day we played it, and then the next they're like, all right.
We're done. I'm like, how did we meet the recorder curriculum already?
The requirements.
One song.
Hot Cross Buns, that's it.
Anyways.
I think you could do it, though.
I'll try.
Even if you play, like, because aren't keyboards the same-ish?
So it's like learning the piano can enable you to open that street to drive down the keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the visual
Analogy.
I got from there. Oh, yeah, analogy.
Visual analogy.
Visionology.
I wouldn't go there either.
As I started saying it, I was like,
Here we go.
that's not the one. That's not the one. Well, I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we have a game coming up.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if this was like a prelude to the song of the week, and you were excited about that.
No, well, actually, now that we are talking about the song of the week, if you are new here, we just pick a song of the week, each of us, that we really like, either new, old, fun, sad, relating to the topic, whatever it is. We don't play the song because of copyright infringement. We don't want to get it taken down.
So
we sing it just to bless your ears. And did you go first last time? You did.
I think I did Wham last week.
Okay, so
Shout
I'm gonna go first for mine. Where is it? So this is still Christmas themed.
Oh,
because Christmas is coming up.
Okay, so we switched this week because last week you did Tate, right?
Yeah, because
okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember the words now.
I don't know, but I hear it every day now. So
you're welcome.
Thank you.
So,
oh boy,
come and kiss me, baby. We don't need no mistletoe. We don't need no fireplace, but I keep it nice and warm. Are you down for some of these milk and cookies? Down for love. Okay, it's With It This Christmas by Ariana Grande.
Oh.
It's from her album Christmas and Chill.
Okay.
So
Does she have a high ponytail?
Always.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Always.
Gotcha.
So the chorus, she's like, are you with it? Are you with it this Christmas? And I'm like, yes.
Wow. Your hums were majestic.
You're lying?
I swear.
Oh, because my voice shivered a little.
Oh, wow. It was cold.
Is that?
No,
because I said Christmas and
that's
chill.
Good. You're hearing that like Trey song.
Oh yeah. That was not good.
No, mine was.
Okay, so that's my song. I just love it. I love Ariana Grande's Christmas and Chill album. And even honestly, when it's not December, I kind of listen to it.
Really?
But I listen to it a lot more when it's December because obviously tis the season, you know? So go off.
Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time? Oh, it's time.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember the time? Oh, do you? What about us, girl?
You can't do
on the phone, in the street.
Till 3.
Yeah, thank you. I needed an assist. Do ya?
Oh, wow. This is okay.
My baby.
This is now just your podcast.
Do you remember the time by Michael? Which one? You figure it out.
All of the time.
Me and him. It's a Michael collab.
It's actually by you, and he did the cover.
Yeah. Do ya?
Do ya? Do ya?
Oh, God. I love Michael Jackson, man.
He's great.
His music is timeless.
I love that song. The video, too. Amazing.
And artists don't do that anymore.
No.
With visual storytelling.
It was like a
They don't
full
do it.
production, and now it's kind of just
like Thriller. That's like a 10-minute music video.
I feel like we watch a movie every time we watch it.
It's so good. But if you do remember the time that you listened to that as a kid, go back to it. It's a great memory, right? Or it isn't. And then now I have a new one for you. It's me singing it. And good luck getting that out of your head.
Yeah, my ears actually hurt, but it was
do they?
It was very, very good. So today we're gonna play.
Airing that thing out.
Wow,
I'm sorry. Grat-ta-ta-ta-ta. He was airing it.
He wants to know on the phone.
Oh.
You and me till 3.
Yeah, tell
what
him.
about us, girl? There was the dance breakdown.
The Egyptian dancing. Yep.
I could have been in that video. Mm-hmm. I would have been dancing and grooving.
Yeah, you could have been in it, but what about it, girl?
You wanted to say that.
Oh, I did. That was a good
okay, today's game we're going to play is Would You Rather, but we're going to do a little Christmas edition.
Good harmonizing.
Should we rename our podcast to like the Singing Pod?
Or the, I don't know. No, there we go.
The answer is...
We settled it.
Nar. Okay.
So, you want to go first?
I will go first.
Okay.
Would you rather have Christmas every day or never at all? Kind of like the Who's in Whoville.
Never.
Never?
Yeah.
Why?
Every day is too much.
It would like lose its meaning, right?
Yeah, it'd be like, not the Who's in Whoville, but, well, I guess, yeah.
Right?
But also in The Nightmare Before Christmas, when Jack goes to the Christmas land, every day is Christmas there. And I feel like it's just overkill and it loses its magic. So I think a great example of this is we were talking about how when you travel and you see new places, you're like, wow, this is so good. And one of the dumbest lines ever is what my sister says. She's like, oh, so y'all live here?
So y'all stay here?
And I think for them, like, they just gloss it over. Like, I remember I was in Gatlinburg and there was a worker there and it's so majestic seeing all the mountains. And the guy's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's my backyard.
Well, we were watching Sex Education and they literally live in the most beautiful place. And their view just from their patio outside is like mountains and beauty. And they're just like, yeah, I'm going to grab coffee and keep going. I'm like, hello? Do you see where you're
majestic,
at?
isn't it?
Isn't it?
Because it's a London.
No, that was great.
Yeah. So my first one is, would you rather be left home alone at Christmas or lost in a new city?
Nice. I see what you did there. Home Alone at Christmas or lost in a new city. I would, on Christmas.
Sure.
Lost in a new city.
Nice.
I think at least.
On Christmas, Home Alone, that's awful.
Yeah. I would say lost in a new city because I can find things to do, especially at this age. I think that would be fun. I mean, I would be sad that I'm not with like my loved ones. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, F it, we ball, you know?
Yeah, go for it. But we just watched Home Alone last night, right?
Yeah. Well, I watched 30 minutes of it.
So I watched Home Alone last night and it's such a good movie.
It's great.
There's a lot of screaming. I didn't realize that.
Every like 10th line, I think they're like, scream.
I'm like, wow, that's a lot at 9 p.m. with 2 dogs. But
because before I fell asleep, Macaulay Culkin just kept screaming. I was like, stop, dude. Yeah.
But I'm glad we talked about him last week, right? Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, because he got his award with Moira Rose.
That's really sticking with me because congratulations to him. I think it's worth to be spoken on again. Yeah. And he's amazing. So great job, Macaulay.
Good job. If you listen to this.
No longer home alone. You have a family.
Yeah, Brenda's song. And he has 2 babies, and one of the babies has a mohawk.
What if one of the dates he was like, my favorite song is Brenda? Like, is that like a
Oh, I
pickup
see what
line
you did
or
there. No, I would not.
You'd barf, right?
Yeah, and also she's probably heard that so much because that's her actual name.
Yeah.
That like he wouldn't have been the first one to say
My
that.
favorite song is You.
Oh yeah, on the phone. Okay, let's see. Would you rather eat only Christmas leftovers for 2 weeks or have no Christmas leftovers at all?
Leftovers.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you know how you saw Thanksgiving.
It's fire, yeah.
Yeah. So that food again for 2 weeks. And then we don't have to buy groceries.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We love saving money.
Yeah. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Walmart. Not sponsored.
Not at all. Not at all. Would you rather meet Santa or meet the Grinch?
I almost picked that one.
Well, you didn't.
I would pick the Grinch.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase. Would you rather meet Santa or meet Jim Carrey's The Grinch?
I would rather meet the Grinch.
Yeah.
I feel like we vibe on the same level. I don't hate Christmas, but especially the scene where he's like, that's it, I'm not going because he couldn't find what to wear. I'm like, that's me.
Yeah.
And sometimes loud noises anger me and people singing, I'm like, just stop. So I don't think I'm a Grinch, but I feel like I could be if I wanted to.
You're a Grinchess.
Yes, Mrs. Grinch.
You're a mean one.
You're a mean one. Would you rather, okay, back in theme.
Let's
well,
go.
It's Christmas still, but
Yep, right,
I'm talking Grinch.
Okay.
Would you rather travel on the Polar Express
Or
the Grinch's sleigh?
the Grinch's sleigh.
Why?
I hate the Polar Express.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because they look kind of weird?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why the animators did that.
Yeah, they look like the one, you know, the thing with the
Yeah.
neck, with the neck tilted.
With the little braids and
Yeah, I don't like that movie at all. I don't know if I'm in the minority on that, but
I didn't even know if
really
I saw
don't.
the whole thing. So
Yeah, I just don't like it.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I
got
mean,
very Debbie Downer on that, but
it's
I don't
okay
like it.
because it's just, I know there's different way to do animations and stuff, but that one specifically, and maybe there's something we don't know, like why they did it that way. But I remember being like, why do they look like that? And
I don't like it.
I don't even really understand what it's about.
Okay.
So-
Well, yeah.
They all like get on the train and go to Santa.
Yeah, and then if you hear the bell, you don't believe or you're too old. So like he's
okay.
like jingling it and the parents are like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't believe. I'm like, bro, get this BS out of my face, bro.
You don't believe.
Straight up. Like, I believe this movie sucks. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, sorry, that was so unnecessary.
You're a mean one.
But sometimes garbage movies call for that. So
Mr.
we
Grinch.
need real reviews, right? We need real reviews for movies.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that one sucks. Next. Name another movie. I'll tell you if it's good or not.
The Grinch.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Look at that. You see, you make great movies and you get great reviews. You make garbage movies, you get garbage
This
movies.
is why you're
So,
not a person that reviews
My child will
movies.
never watch The Polar Express.
Your child.
Because why does he need to be subjected to... You know what? I'm going to show it to him just to show him what a garbage movie looks like. That way he can appreciate the great ones.
Okay, first of all, when we have a child, it's going to be a girl first.
Whatever.
And we're not showing her something, telling her like, this is trash, watch it. We're going to let her make her own decision. So if she likes the
Okay,
Polar...
you know what? Good point.
If she likes the Polar Express,
Now I'm going to say ay bendito.
we will disown her, but she'll still be our child.
But when she says, oh, Dad, this movie
Dad.
sucks. Daddy,
Daddy, this movie is not
this
good.
movie is not good. I'm going to go, I know. And then in the other room, I'm going to look at you. I'm going to be like, go. Let's go.
I love that we're having a
she's
British
smart.
child.
Yeah.
So,
She's a bit different in it.
okay. You got to stop doing the in it.
Okay, in it.
I think it's, you have one more or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Would you rather go snowmobiling or husky dog sledding?
Husky dog sled.
Yeah, right? You made a snowmobile. Oh, I thought you were making a snowmobile sound for the dog sledding. And I'm like, wait a second.
That was me deciding. I actually would rather.
So, okay. So
Hold
think
on.
Mike and Dave need wedding dates, snowmobile scene.
Okay.
Oh, wait, but they were four-wheeling.
Yeah.
So I botched that. All right. Think that in snow or like the Iditarod race.
I'm going to go snowmobiling.
Okay. Mine is still the dog one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was thinking, what if they have to use the bathroom?
Then they stop. And then we stop. And then we resume. Onward. And that's how that works.
Nah, I'm a snowmobile and be like,
It's the closest. Oh. It's the closest that you'll get to being Santa, like with reindeer.
that's facts.
Like if you want to feel what that feels like, just get some huskies and do it.
Well, you have to stand up while you're doing it for the most part,
or
sit down, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you also, from like tipping over, because it's kind of unsteady, so you have to use like a lot of your body strength to like make sure you're not falling while on the side. Could forgot how to talk. While on the snowmobile. It's more so like riding a four-wheeler or like a jet ski or something like that, even though jet skis make your body work too.
It's all about making your body work.
Period. And that's that.
Let's do it.
That's it for episode.
Let's do it. Well, we just did it. What the
Let's
heck?
start over.
Oh my god. And this is episode 15 now.
Woo!
Early access.
Imagine.
I mean, one of these, no lie, I was thinking about this because of the calendar. One of these weeks, we may have to double up.
Okay. Or just skip. It's okay to skip.
No, guys, let us know if you want us to skip.
Well, I just think the only reason
you have the power.
The only reason I think it's okay to skip is because then people can catch up if they haven't caught up on other things, and then we have more to say. I don't want to throw an episode out there just to throw an episode out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Next Sunday, which would potentially next week we'll have an episode for sure. But next Sunday is the game.
Yeah.
Then it's Christmas Eve and Christmas. Ooh. And then it's New Year's Eve, New Year's. Ooh. So like it's packed. The weekend's coming up.
We're gonna make it happen though. Maybe.
We're gonna make it happen.
Maybe. Okay, I'm hungry. Let's go.
All right, guys. Where should we eat? I was gonna end the episode right on that.
Do you want me to end it there?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'll end it there.
Or I could just say it again and then you can end it. No, now we're talking too much. End it there.
Okay, bye.